We are live. I hope everybody's there. I don't see anybody just yet. Give it just a second. Got some camera functions over here not working. How are you guys doing today? We're having a little bit of a different day today. We're gonna have our Christmas glam, soft glam with no foundation. So I hope you like how it looks. Do we look okay? This is it right here. Not surprised? No? Okay, I'm just kidding. This is not it. We got somebody actually here. So hi Nelly, how are you? Good to see you, girl. Let's see if anybody else pops in. Give like 1 or 2 minutes. Let me know how your day's gone. Hi Priscilla, how are you, sweetie? Good? I hope everybody got the notice on YouTube. I'm not sure. Well, hello Lauren, how are you? Talking to Sienna in the other room? Tina made it. All right, Tina, great. Thank you so much. You're well? Okay, good. All right, you guys. So I'm just gonna give a couple seconds, you know, see if anybody else pops in. Because once we start, that's it. We're started. You can't go back. Your day's good, Nelly? All right. Well, I'm glad you're here because there's someone you're gonna see. You might not remember her, but you're gonna see her anyway. You're good, but she fell asleep tonight. So are you saying you're stuck watching me, Lauren? I'm not feeling good about that, okay? You're not like uplifting me. She's awake though, just so you know. She's in the other room. No, okay. All right, you're funny. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I wanna see how many people are gonna pop in. But this is gonna be for Christmas, okay? So it's gonna be a little different. You guys aren't used to what I'm gonna do right now. And it's just a soft glam, and we're not gonna have any foundation or anything. Like we're gonna, you know, not kick on the foundation or any like extra makeup that we don't need. But we are using makeup, so don't worry, we're using plenty of it. Now for people out there who have like sensitive skin or they just don't like foundation on their face too much, this is perfect for you because it's still gonna be able to show you a glam look without having extra product that you don't need, especially if it breaks you out or you have a sensitivity to certain stuff. So there's products you can use that aren't going to break you out, but you know, just kind of like figure out what is it that's causing those irritations and just don't use them, okay? Also, make sure that your face is really prepped really well whenever you're not going to do a foundation, because everything with your skin is how it's going to look with the makeup. So if your skin is really rough, your makeup's going to look really rough, okay? So you got to kind of really moisturize, use a really good primer if you want. If you don't like primer, don't use it. You do you, boo, okay? But primer sometimes, if you get a moisturizing primer, or like this one right here, the Tatcha primer right here, these are like, you know, they have kind of skincare benefits in them because Tatcha's, you know, that type of skincare brand. So their silk canvas works really well. I do not like the putty silk canvas, so that's not the same. This is the liquid, so it's very different. And then today I'm gonna be using this one, and this is also by Clarins. So this guy is also kind of like a skincare kind of product, but it primes and moisturizes at the same time. So always make sure that if you're not gonna use foundation, that you just kind of prep your skin and love your face, okay? And then everything will be happy and they'll all join together. So without further ado, we're going to introduce my guest today. And she comes from far, far away, okay? Not Santa, but she's someone else. Come on in here. And she's gonna take the spot. She's gonna sit right here. This is my sister, Carole. So everybody say hi, sister. She comes in to visit me from Pennsylvania. So of course I had to snatch her up, you know, and sit her in my chair and do her makeup because that's what I like to do. So I'll tell you guys, in all of, Tina, so people will say comments right here. That's Nelly. She's been my high school friend since she lived behind mom. You might not remember her. But yeah, so she's my older sister, and I'm the youngest of 5. I've told you guys that before. But since we don't really get to hang out or anything, I thought I want to do her makeup, and she let me do it. So this is what we're going to call a soft glam. So she can't have foundation on because she has a skin sensitivity that I don't have. So I don't want to give her any kind of reactions to anything. So all we used was some product for the bronzing, and we used the eyeshadow. We threw on a quick lash just to kind of, you know, glam it up. And then we got a little bit of blush and then some concealer. That's it, you guys. So we didn't put any foundation on her at all. So this is gonna be the look that I just did, and I'm gonna recreate it over here on this side so you can see what I did, right? Okay. So I hope you guys like this look. This is what we're doing today. And if you don't like it, then too bad, okay? All right. So first thing we're gonna do is, she had already moisturized her own skin because she has her own skincare products. All I'm gonna do is, first I'm gonna spray her real quick. Where did my Caudalie go? I'm gonna spray her real quick with this. This is just Caudalie, and it's a really good skincare product as well. And it's good for prepping the skin. It kind of like, you know, brings you a little bit of plumpness in. And it's just a good skin prepper. So this is the small bottle. You can always get bigger bottles. Okay. And it smells kind of like roses a little bit.
It smells good.
Yeah. So we're just going to let that sit for just a second. Now, I always, you know, sanitize people, okay? Always. If you're working on somebody else, make sure you do them the favor of sanitizing your hands always. I'm forever washing my hands and sanitizing them. So we just let that sit on her skin for just a second. You guys can chit chat if you feel like. I always see your comments pop up on the side. Okay, now that that's set for a second, we're gonna pop in a little bit of this Sugar Rush by Tarte, and we just want to let her lips kind of, you know, moisten up while we're gonna do her makeup. So we'll do that here. And we never done anybody live on the show, you guys, so bear with me because it's gonna be a second. Priscilla, she looks so flawless without foundation. Thank you, Priscilla.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna pop some of this right on her lips just to let them moisten up while I do her makeup. This is a good step for everyone to do before you apply your makeup, because you want to have a nice soft lip to work with. You don't want like no chappiness or, you know, jaggedness going on. So this is a good little trick to remember before you start your makeup. Kind of moisten up the lip area. You can smear it if you need to. Okay. Is anybody saying anything? I wonder what you guys are doing for Christmas. Are y'all going to be glammed up? Any big parties going down? Give me the info. So the next thing I'm going to put on her is a little bit of vitamin C right here. And I'm going to put a little bit right here. Just to try to help her with the darkness that she has under here. And this vitamin C is this Cheer Up one right here.
It's pretty. I'm
just going to use this to take it out. Lauren, I want to see y'all soon. Yes, Lauren, you can come visit, sweetie. Just make sure you're in a bubble, okay? No parties this year. You think my sister looks like my mom? Your sister looks like your mom. And you just kind of tap this in so it sinks into the pores. Yeah, one day we'll try to get my mom on here. See how that one goes. She'll take over the whole show, you guys. I won't get a word in.
Yeah.
Next thing I'm going to go ahead and throw on there, just because we want to make sure the skin is nice and ready for makeup, we're going to put the Clarins priming right here. This one is, like I said, more of a moisturizing priming. But since she has a lot of moisturizer, I'm just going to put a little dab. And this sucker's still basically brand new. Make sure I'm not missing nobody talking.
No, I didn't see.
Oh, my mom. Yeah, she probably will. She probably talked the whole thing off. I'll be the guest that day. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this primer. A little bit goes a long way. Okay, you guys? So we just want to put a little bit on here just to kind of make sure it's nice and soft and supple. Because remember, we don't have any foundation to do anything. And then kind of give like a little nice rub. Usually I'll do like a nice facial massage, but since we already did this side of the face, well, it'll just be weird now, you know? But you want to rub it in with your fingers because your fingers really pushes the product in and it's not going to sit on the skin. And I just hope she doesn't fall asleep.
That's good.
So go night-night, and then I'll be stuck here talking to nobody. There we go. So that's nice. See how nice and like it just looks smoother, you know? And if you guys don't think so, it does, okay? It does.
That's good.
It does. So now that we got that set, I was going to use Tatcha, but I think, you know what? She did a good job moisturizing. So I think we should be good with what we have on there. But Tatcha is a really good brand to try out, you guys. So what I want to do the first thing is, we'll probably get the eyes done first. And I'm going to do something I normally don't do with the eyes. So you guys know I'm not a big fan of powder. You know, I'm just not. Because to me, too much powder is just, it leaves a cakey mess. It just does. But when you have a lot of moisture on the lid already, you kind of have to sometimes set it down a little bit. This way the brush doesn't stick and it doesn't pull. So you want it to be like as smooth as possible. And you know, we want a lot of things we can't have, right? But let's just try. Let's just try. So we're going to go ahead and prime her lid. And I'm going to go ahead and use the P. Louise base right here. This is the Rumor 2. And we're going to just throw, and we use a very small bit. Look, you guys, a very small bit. That's it. That's all you need. And I might not even need all that. And I have 55,000 brushes. Where did I put that one? Hello. Where did you go? I'm using. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get a brush. You can do this with your brush or your fingers. Close for me. And I'm a big fan of priming the eyes always. Some makeup artists say you don't have to prime the eyes if the shadow is good enough. I say nay, nay. You should always prime the eyes because people's eyes have discoloration. You know, you have veins, you have pigment, you have all kinds of stuff. So if you want that color to be true, you want to go ahead and prime them. And I do this with the lightest touch possible because we don't want to poke no one's eye out, okay? That's not fun. Now you can also kind of map out where you want the shadow with your primer, you know. So I want the shadow to be kind of up at an angle, so I'm using the primer to map that out for me. Go ahead and look up for me. Since I'm going to put shadow underneath, I go ahead and prime under here as well. And a little bit goes a long way, you guys. You don't want to cake this stuff on. There we go. And that's just a little tip for everybody. A lot of people forget to put primer underneath. I mean, you don't have to, but to me, it's a great way to just keep that shadow there. So now that that's on, I did say we're going to set this, right? So I'm not used to setting it because I don't like putting a lot of powder. But today we're just going to have to because she's nice and moisturized. And that's great for the skin, but it's not great for shadows. So you always tap it out. You don't want creases. And you get you kind of like a nice fluffy brush. And you just want to get a little tiny bit of powder. And when I say tiny bit, I mean a tiny bit. The tiniest bit. And just kind of pull this up a little bit so you don't have any creasing. And just tap some of that powder on there. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Maya told me you're going to do live. Well, thank you. I'm so glad Maya told you. If you guys can't hear me, let me know and I'll put the mic on. I didn't use it because I didn't want to choke myself, you know, going back and forth. But I definitely want you to be able to hear what I'm saying. So we're just tapping that down. That's all we're doing. And not putting a heavy coat. Look up for me. And just also tap this down. First, kind of make sure you're not creasing. And then just tap that down. Like I always tell you guys, give a little tap, tap, tapping. Okay. And since we're going for like a glowy look, we want her to glow. So that's all good. Now, before we get in the nitty gritty, I'm gonna let you guys know. I know you guys watch a lot of YouTube. I know you do, and you watch all the makeup artists, right? They're not live. So bear with me when I'm doing her eye. It's gonna take a while, okay? So we're gonna be doing the eye, and we can't fast forward it and cut it and just show you like the best parts. Like you're gonna have to see the whole entire thing. So if you need to go get a drink, go right ahead. But it's gonna take a little bit to get on. I will inform you of every color I'm using, and I'll tell you the technique that I'm using. But it's gonna take a little bit of time, so don't be like, Kat, hurry the hell up. I can't, okay? All right. So we don't get to have that YouTube magic today where we can cut and skip to the end, you know? And those makeup artists, you guys, they don't tell you that it takes them forever to do stuff. So we're going to use Miss Pat McGrath here, right here. I haven't even gotten into her, but this is the one that Sephora sent me that was broken. And I hadn't used it, but I'm going to show you guys the shades anyway, because it came completely broken. Look at this. Look at this mess. Look at this. Lord help me if I didn't cry when I saw that. So we're going to be using almost every color in here. Just about. But this guy right here did me nothing. He didn't do nothing for me. So we're not happy with him. But all these colors are beautiful colors, you guys. This is that Divine Rose 2. And my husband got it for me for my birthday. But it broke. But I got a new one. So one day I'll use that one. We'll be getting into this guy today. Now I'm just going to get my damp beauty sponge right here. I just want to kind of like tap on her face just to make sure everything's settled in. And we're not putting hard pressure. We're just tapping. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and start dipping into our shadow. And the first thing you want to start with is a big fluffy brush, okay? And you want to make sure it's clean. And we're going to put her transition shade in, okay? So today's transition shade, I'm going to show you, but it's going to be kind of tough because it's broken. We're going to use this guy right here, this peachy guy. That's our transition shade. So let's just dip into there. And you want to tap off the excess all the time, okay? And sometimes you can even tap some on your hand. And what we want to do is we want to put a nice amount of pigment right in here, okay? And with your hand far back, okay? You don't want to have too much pressure. Just lightly pop it in here, and then you want to bring it out. So if you guys can't see or if the angle is bad, please tell me in the comments so I can adjust the angle for you. I've never done a model on my channel, so I'm trying my best, okay? I'm trying my best. Now you see how that color is slowly drifting this way? I haven't even re-dipped yet. We're still working with the same amount. Now here's a bit of info for you guys. So when you have, you know, a few extra Y's, you know, your eyes have seen a lot through the years, you want to go ahead and pull out this way instead of going like this up and down, because you don't want to bring the shadow down, okay? You want to kind of, when you get to this area of the brow bone, you want to kind of pull out, okay? So you keep that lifted up look. She's just seen more things than me, that's all. That's all it is. Just, she's just seen more. Are you guys seeing that good? Are we translating good? I hope so. Because if not, just too bad. So you see how I'm pulling it out here? You want to just kind of create some drama out here, okay? So let's see. See how we have that nice color up on top? We're gonna get just a slight, just a tiny bit more, just a tiny bit. No, you're good. Just a tiny bit more. Tap it off, and I even take a tap on my hand just to see how much more came off. So you kind of like take some off. This way you're not applying too much. So there we go, you see? So that's translating much better. And this is that peach shade and the Divine Rose too. Okay, so now that we have that on, let's see close for me. Okay, we're gonna go into the deeper pink, okay? And that's gonna be Mr. Broken Guy right here. We're gonna use this guy right here, okay? So we're gonna pop him, and we're gonna keep that towards the third, kind of like a third of the way in. Don't bring it all the way towards the center, because you wanna keep that center open for some shimmer. Because we need a glow, baby, we need a glow. So we're just going to push this right in here, in the outer corner. And she has such a pretty skin tone. These look really nice on her. And I'm just making soft circular motions just to get as much pigment as possible without having to redip. See that? So we're starting to have that little drama out there on the side, you know. We don't want real drama, just on the eye, okay? And I'm still using the same brush, you guys. You don't have to use 10,000 brushes if you don't want to. Certain brushes do certain things. Like I'm going to be getting a thinner brush here in a minute because I need that one. But you can use one brush for a lot of things. And it's a process, you guys. So blending is a process. You've got to put the time in it. Okay, you see? Turn your head this way a little bit. See how we have the pink creating on the outside? Looking good, yeah. So next thing you want to do is you want to be a little bit more precise. So we want to get the brush that is a little more detailed. Once I find it, you guys, once I find it, we'll use it.
Can I help you?
It's hard to explain what it looks like. It has like it's a little bit sharper. Wow. I'm a failure at YouTube right now.
Here.
No, it needs to be thinner. I just used it. That's my life. That is this channel. We know, right? Everything on this channel, I'm never working properly. Like I don't have it together. I swear I just used it. But yeah. Well, we're gonna make it work with another one, okay? That's what we're gonna do. We'll try this one out.
Okay.
We'll try this one out. I'm a little mad that I can't find that guy. I really needed him. So now we're gonna add a little bit of a deeper color right in here. Right here. And just kind of feather it in because I don't want it too dark. Again, keeping it on the outer corner area. See? Okay, Now what we're going to do is kind of pull it up a little bit. And then just bring it in like a little V. If I could find my other brush, it does this perfectly well. Okay. And you just kind of keep working with that deep shade until you're happy with it. And what I want to concentrate on is I don't want it to come down. I want to keep it lifted up. So I'll show you guys what shade I'm using. It's this deep shade right here. And that's what we're using to create a little bit of more extra drama. Little bit. And if you have like a thin detail brush, that's perfect for this. Right now I'm using what I got on hand. I guarantee you, I'll find it once I turn the TV off or the camera. Once the camera goes off, I'll find it. That's how it goes. So can you guys see what's going on over there? I hope so. See how we're just having that like a V right there with the darkness right here? That's it. You just want to have that. Then what we're going to do is go back over it with the pink just to kind of reinforce it. Gonna get a little bit more of that dark pink. Tap some off in the back of my hand. Do it one more time. When you're doing this, you guys, you're like pushing the product in the brush. This way you have some in the brush, but it's not like a ton, you know? And we just kind of want to blend right over that just to soften it up. And don't come down with it. Bring it out. See that? Face me a little bit. There we go. Okay, so you guys see that? See how deep that got real quick? And it looks really nicely blended. You don't want to see like super duper sharp lines unless you're going for that. If you're going for that creative look, go ahead, do it. Knock it out. We're just going for a soft glam today. Okay, so I feel pretty good about that. Let me see the other eye. Close your eyes for me. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the next color, and we're gonna go from here to the inner corner. And just to let you guys know, I'm trying my best to keep the inner corners brighter, okay? So you want the drama towards the back, you want the inner corners brighter, because that always keeps like this side looking lifted. It's just like an illusion. Go with it, okay? It's like magic. So I'm gonna just dip my finger into this guy right here, okay? That one right there. Just dip my finger in there, and we're going to pop that onto the lid. So it's a really nice shimmery shade. And we're going to put this bad boy right here. And it gives you like that wet effect. It's like nice and glossy. See that? Real nice and like, it looks, you know, like dewy. It looks pretty. You can do it with a brush, but I don't recommend it because the brush doesn't give that smooth gloss effect. The warmth of your fingers kind of melts it down, and it just allows it to look a lot more, you know, just succulent, you know, just really nice and pretty. See, take a look. Turn this way. Looking good. Looking good, sis. Oh my God. Where are we going later? That's what I want to know. I want to go too, you know? I look like hell, but I still want to go. It's funny, you guys, because I'm standing here and I think she's still taller than me.
Yeah.
I think so. I do. I'm the midget of the family.
Just
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's okay. My grandma said good things come in small packages. I said, I'll take it. All right, always wiping the hands off. Let them dry for a second. Let them dry. And now we want to add a little bit lighter on the inner corner.
Okay.
So we're going to grab this guy right here. This guy. He has like a little bit of a pink undertone. And we want to use our other finger and just stick it in there, okay? Like, don't you love my terminology? Stick it in there and put it on. And we're going to pop this right in here, you guys. My sister loves shimmer, so she should be really smiling right now. See? So you see it's just a tad bit lighter right here. Then we're going to highlight that even more. So yeah, we got some more going on. Now what I want to do with the top part is get some liner. So you want to get like a smooth kind of gel-like liner. I wish I had my other one, but it's a little bit too dark for her skin tone. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one. And this is the Stila, Lord, I can't read. Espresso. That's what this one is. And it's a really nice smooth gel formula. See? If you have the ones that are in the pot, those gels go on even better. But we make do, okay? And what we want to do is we want to just make her lash line look a little bit more deeper, a little bit more thicker. So we're going to keep this real close to the lash line and then just pull out just slightly towards the edge. That's it. See, turn me a little bit. Okay, close it. Okay, so if you can see, it's just like a little bit of a deeper line on her eye. It's not like something crazy, you know, because it is a soft glam, you guys, okay? We're not going hardcore. And it's almost like you're pushing it into the lashes. Now when you get out here, you want to wedge it up a little bit. So just kind of thicken it up a little bit. And then have her open. And you want to make a little bit of a deeper line right here. So we just kind of bring it in like a little triangle. Just like that, as you can see. Do you turn this way? So we just want to kind of pull it up slightly. Just a little bit of a, kind of a short wing, but not like a crazy out wing. And look at, open your eye. And when you have a little bit of fold right here, you want the person to look forward, and you want to kind of draw where your eye is while it's looking forward. Because, let me tell you, if your eye is closed the whole time and you're drawing this really beautiful line and they open their eye, it's going to cover the entire line because you drew what you thought was there, and when they open it, it covers it up. So you want to draw while it's open, okay? That's for people with hooded eyes as well. And you can just use the warmth of your finger to just kind of smudge it out a bit. And close it. Open. See how that came out? So you have this nice little wing that you can still see it, you know, but if I would have drawn it when her eye was just closed the whole time, it probably would have just closed on itself. So this looks really pretty. Perfect little straight line right there. Now we're going to put that brown away for just a second. We'll come back to him. He's our friend today. Put that up for a second. We're going to go underneath the eye now. Dude, what did I do with the freaking brushes I was using over there? Where did they go? Lord help me. I have no direction in life, I'm telling you guys. What do I do with myself? I don't know. How do I lose things that fast? It would happen. It would happen while I'm live.
Yeah, I can't help you there.
It's okay. Just let me fail in flames by myself. Let's try this over here. We'll try this guy. So we're going to get a flat brush right here. Because why? Because I have to. I can't find the other guy. And I'm going to go ahead and pop into that darkest shade. And we're going to put it right under here. Look up for me. Look up for me some more. Okay. So you just want to have that down real quick. We're going to blend it out a little bit. Don't lose you. Stay right there. We're going to go into that transition shade that we used, the very first one, which is this peachy tone right here. And we're going to blend underneath. Look up for me.
Feels weird.
Is it stabbing you?
No.
Does it feel like it's stabbing you? No.
Some like powder in my eye.
Oh, are you feeling powder in your eye? Well, let's use a different brush. Are you guys still with me? Are y'all there? Because if y'all said anything, I don't see anything. Did I lose everybody? That one feel better?
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Some of it's come off over here. Okay. Okay.
Priscilla's here.
Yay, Priscilla, thank you. She's such a sweetie. Let me get a drink because I'm sweating.
You know, it's hot under the lights.
This is work, you guys, okay? This is work. I'm a little, like, you know, afraid to do anything. We're live. Everything I'm doing is being scrutinized. And I've lost all of my brushes. Where is life going? Where are they all? I don't see my nice tapered one. I don't see my tiny blender. Lord, help me. Give me my brain. And my sister's like, what can I do for you? Nothing. There's nothing she can do because she doesn't know what I'm looking for. Well, he'll do. He's not what I'm looking for, but we'll make do, darling.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get this lighter shade. I want to make sure I show you guys everything I'm using. This lighter shade right here and pop it on the bottom. Look up for me. right there, just to really open up that corner. Oh, pretty. See, can you guys see what's going on? I hope so. So the next thing I want to do right now is kind of get her brow situation going. Remember that thing I used? Here it is. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. Use a little bit of this brow gel from Anastasia. Just a little bit. And we just want to try to fluff up what she has in here. So what you kind of want to do sometimes is comb them the other way and then let them fall. Just to liven them up, you know? And just gives them a little bit of a fluff up. That's all. Nothing too crazy. What do y'all think so far? Tell me how it's going, you guys. When you guys are this quiet, I don't know what to think, okay? It's too quiet over here. I see no action going on. There's nothing. It's crickets. Now, since we're not the same color, she is, as you can tell, she has more of an olivey skin tone. My eyebrow products are just not, mine are very cool and they're very deep dark. They're not going to work on her. So I'm trying to make this Stila work. And it did an okay job, as you see over here. You know, it doesn't look bad. Is it her shade match? No, it's not. But everything looks nice. Thank you, Priscilla. We got somebody listening. Thank goodness. So all I want to do is, since this is very cream, this is very emollient, you guys, because this is a liner. It's an eyeliner. It's not meant for the brows. You have to go very lightly with a very light hand, like a feather, okay? So you just want to barely touch, barely, just to give a little bit of color. See, we just gave a little bit of color. So she has a little bit of something, like some shading in there. Then, the reason this side looks darker is because I went in with some bronzer. We're going to get there, so hold on. Before you guys start yelling at me. Lord almighty, I'm sweating in here. You know what I'm going to do? I drew like a couple hairs. Let me draw just a couple hairs.
Everything is here.
Where did I just put the silver one? The one I just did your brows with.
Right here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So glad I have you. See how I lose stuff in 2 seconds? There we go. Just deepen them up a little bit. There we go. She's just the best model. She just sits there so cute, you know? She's just so cute. Let's see, what are we missing here? I think that was it for that. No, I'm not gonna put that on yet because that's the last. It'll be last.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get a little bit of this color corrector, you guys. Put just a tiny, tiny bit on right here. The tiniest little bit. Nellie, she looks very pretty. Good job. Thank you, Nellie.
Thank you.
Now with this color corrector, what I'm trying to do with it is just tap a little bit on the side of her nose right here where she has a little bit of melasma. And you just want to try to lightly, very lightly, cover it, just some of that darkness. And then you let that set, you guys, okay? You don't go over it right away because then you just took off what you just put on. I'm gonna bring a little bit right over here. And we're gonna come on top of this area with concealer here in a second, but we're not using foundation. So we let that sit there. We don't mess with it. Give it some time to just, you know, settle down, right?
And the bronzer.
Mm-hmm. The lights are killing me. Killing me. Open this up. Get this guy here. This guy here. Get this guy here. Okay. So what I want to do one more time. Love the lashes, Nellie, Larissa. I didn't hear.
That was Nick.
Oh, hi, Nick. How are you? Just want to push a little bit of that product in and just kind of spread it out a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to go in with some concealer. And I like to use this one on her face, this Hey Honey, because they're also like skincare. So it is very gentle on the skin. So we're going to put some of this concealer. It's called Trick and Treat Concealer. It's a really weird name, but it's the Active Propolis. And we're going to put just a small amount. When I say small amount, you guys, I mean a small amount. Look, that's it right there. We don't need to be drawing Christmas trees under the eyes, okay? We don't have to. And what I want to do is we're going to grab some of it off of here with a nice little flat brush. And we're going to come right here down the side of the nose. Okay. And out. So bring all of that up and out. So any redness that she has here, we're just taking care of it right now with the concealer. Get a little bit more. Tap it right over here. What I like to do is I like to get right around this puts a shadow sometimes. We want to kind of take that shadow away right around the corners of the mouth. And then conceal this little area right here on the chin. So now that that sets for just a second, we get our sponge, our nice trusty sponge, and we we spritz it with a little bit of some setting spray, just to kind of redampen a little bit. Then I'm going to just tap over and press down what I just did. This way you don't have like a white cast because we're not using foundation, right? Somebody said something, I missed it. You guys, the comments go really super quick. If I don't catch it, I'm so sorry. We just want to press this down softly. And then it takes care of any kind of white cast. Now I know like the big thing right now on YouTube is everybody has like these huge white, bright, you know, under eyes that are just kind of like ghosts a little bit, right? But we're not trying to do that. We want to have like a nice glowy natural skin because we're not putting foundation. So you don't want to like have too much of a cake of one thing and then you have this empty space over here because you don't have foundation on. So all you want to do is just kind of spread what you have out evenly and just kind of let your skin just shine through. You know what I'm saying? So you can still use makeup without caking it on. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit of this bronzer right here. And this guy is called, I don't know, because I never use him. It's too dark for me. Brazilian Bronze right here by, who is it by? By Tresson. I'm not sure who they are either. If you guys know, that's who it is. But it's a really nice creamy bronzer. And we want to go like right where kind of the top of her ear is. And we just want to bring it in just a bit, you know. You don't want too much, but you want to have a nice little contour bronze going on. So you kind of just bring it in like that. And don't bring it all the way over here because then you'll kind of create like a smile, like a clown smile. We don't want that. Then we're going to bring ever so slightly up here. Just like that. And then we want to put a little bit right here on the side of the nose. Just a little bit. And we'll come back to that bronzer here in a second. Let it sit there for just a second. And you want to get your, like a nice angle brush right here. This is a Fenty one. These are really good, you guys, because they do a really good job on the cheekbone area. And what I do is whatever concealer I had left, I kind of just dab my brush in it just to get something on here before I go into the bronzer. It's going to help smooth it out. So you want to just kind of press it and flick it up just to create a nice soft bronze effect. And I'm just pushing it up. See? Look towards me a little bit. And she has such really pretty cheekbones. So when you highlight those cheekbones like that and you just kind of bronze them up, it just makes it all look very lifted. And then you want to kind of make sure that you get this in the hairline area. And you see how it just kind of toasts around the area? It gives like a little toasty effect. It's not like intense, but it's a nice little toasty effect. Turn this way for me, that way. There we go. And you see how it just gave us a nice little bronze effect right here? So it just really, you know, emphasizes those nice cheekbones that she has right here. Look towards me.
Loving the look.
Who is it? I'm not sure who it was.
There's somebody new.
Okay. She has, I really wish I had her type of skin tone. She has the most beautiful skin tone that she can just step outside and the sun will just love her. You know, she'll just look perfect. She knows it. She knows she looks great with the sun. Her and my mom have that kind of skin tone. I'm like this. This is what I got. I got red to deal with, you know, and I have like, I'm not even like white. It's like a weird white, you know? And my oldest brother also, he has like the same type of skin tone, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
Him and you and Phil look really, have this really pretty tan. I give up. I don't want to do it anymore because now I'm just talking and talking about how beautiful you look, and it's just driving me nuts.
Thank you. It looks good.
Just kidding. Just kidding. We're going to get a little bit more bronzer on the back of our hand because we don't want to kind of attack the face with it anymore. We just want to use what's on the back of our hand. And then we just want to use that brush again and just kind of, you know, work it in there just to add a little bit more drama in there. Just a little bit more. Because she can use it. She can rock it out. If you can rock it out, just do it, girl. You got the cheekbones for it, just do it. See how pretty that looks? And wait, we got more. We got more coming. Towards me. Now, I'm going to show you guys another trick since we're not using foundation. We're going to get some of this concealer again, okay? And we're going to make this work a little harder for us. We're going to pop it right here. Just a little bit, little dot. We might not even use all that. And what we're going to do to make this look even more emphasized, because we're going to go there, okay? We're going there. We're going to stick our little flat brush in here, okay? And not too crazy. But we want to make a line right here, just like that. And let it sit there for just a second. And then while that line's sitting there for a second, I want to see, let me see. No, I already did that earlier, so I don't need to do that again. We don't want to cake it up. But give it like a minute to kind of sit there and soak for a second before you go and smear it. And sometimes just kind of warming up your brush on your hand just helps with the product application. So this is what we do. We just kind of push that up. And you see how that, turn face a little bit, that just lightens up underneath. If I can keep these little baby hairs out of the way, that'd be wonderful. So there we go, just hold your head normal. There you go, so you see how we have it now kind of emphasize a little bit more without using foundation, just a little bit of concealer. Now what I'm gonna do is put a tiny bit of bronzer right here, just to kind of shade this one little area right here. And just dot it, a couple little dots. And again, I'm just kind of warming up my hand here. And just kind of tap around it there. And that just kind of like gives you a little bit of a shadow right here, just a slight shadow. What do you think so far? You looking at it?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I have to say yes, we're live.
Looks good.
And then just kind of drag any excess down. As you can tell, you can't really see a difference. So she still looks her same shade. So it's not like a crazy difference. It's just a little bit lighter right here. Because you want that light there. Okay, so now that we let that bronzer sit a little bit, we're going to kind of attack that right now. And we're going to attack it good, okay? Let's see. There you are. I like to get like a little small brush right here. Hi, gorgeous. How are you? Are you in the other room? We're going to get a slight bit more bronzer and we're going to come right up into the brow bone. But this time I'm going to pop it right there on my hand and just warm it up with my brush a little bit. Look towards me. We need music. That's what we need. Like YouTube doesn't let us have music or anything. We get demonetized if we have anything. Can't have no fun. Maya, love the makeup. Thank you, gorgeous. My daughter says she loves the makeup.
Thank you, Maya.
Now, so all we're doing is, as you can tell, we're just bronzing up to the nose a little bit, just to kind of give her brows a little bit of a fuller effect right there. They're just all illusions, you guys. And it's makeup. It washes right back off. No surgery needed. It's hard to tell on the camera. I just want her to sneeze. That's why I'm doing that. Just to see if she sneezes, you know? Because that'd be fun, right? Just all over the camera, you guys. You get a shower. And we're all starving, just so you know. So if y'all are starving, just deal with it, okay? Because we're all starving. My sister's probably like, this is what I get when I come visit you. I get tortured. I can't eat. Poor thing. Then I'm going to send her home hungry. There. So yeah, so we have like some more eyebrow, fake eyebrow. Looks good. Now what I'm going to do, I don't like using a lot of powder, right? Because I just don't want to. I don't like it. I think it's just too much. People go way overboard with powder. Just powder sucks the life out of you. But what I do want to do is I kind of want to just set a little bit under here. So we'll use this guy right here, you guys. And we're going to pop in this Nakia Joy powder. And we're not going to call this a baking, but we're just going to call it a light powdering, okay? Hi, Nenny. And basically just kind of put it from the ear and down this way. See the nose area? Gonna get a little bit on that nose area using the corner part. Sienna, ooh, Aunt Carol, you go, girl. Ah, Nenny, telling you from the other room. I just kind of want to pop a little bit of that down the nose. And the reason we're powdering down the nose, we want to try to bring light to the nose.
Lauren says, hey.
Hey, that's Sienna's friend. Okay. So I'm gonna leave that little strip there for just a few minutes, and then we'll just kind of brush the excess away, and it'll just lighten up that little strip area. And that just brings your eyes straight, so this way you're not looking too far out, you're looking straight. Let that sit there for a second. Okay. Next thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of this guy, because we want to glow for the gods, okay? This is the iconic London right here. And what kind of look are you going for? We're just going for a glam. That's it, a glowy glam soft for Aunt Carole. Now this iconic right here, man, this guy is intense. So you just want to get a little dab of it, and you want to put it on the back of your hand, okay? And that is the best place for it. And then just leave it there and don't do anything. I'm just kidding. You want to just get your brush and lightly go in that area. Because if you put this on the face immediately, you're going to have a problem. Look like a Tin Man real quick. So we're just kind of brushing it around, just like that. And now my hand is nice and shiny. And this is a really good brush for that because it's like a textured stipple brush, and they're so light and soft. So what we want to do is we want to get the back of the area right here. We want to just kind of lightly pull this forward just to give her a really pretty soft glow. And it's just a liquid highlighter, you guys, okay? Man, that's so shiny. It's so shiny. Look at me. Okay. And we don't want to pull the shiny in here. We just want it to be on the tops of the cheekbones. I'm battling her baby hairs. Like I need to like plaster them right there for a minute. Now, let's take a look. See that? It just, it's like a nice dewy glossy look. I love it. We're going to pop a tiny bit right there just to give a nice little shine right there. Then we're going to pop a little bit right here, just right there. Okay. And that's really pretty. It's like a pretty subtle look, you know, but it gives you a shine. My God, it'll really shine you up. Now I want to go into the milk right here, and we're gonna get just a little bit of this guy, a little bit, and he's also a little shimmer, and we're gonna warm it on the back of the hand. Thank you, gorgeous. My daughter, she must want something. She's full of compliments. I already know when she does that. So we're gonna get a little bit of that milk. Let me use this one right here and put enough on there. And we're just going to press this right there. See? Good. Okay. Pretty. Now I'm going to add a little bit of bronzer right under here. So I got a little bit of bronzer on my hand, and we're just going to get off that bronzer. And we're just going to put a little bit right here. Put your lip in for me. Thank you. Just right there, because these are all shadows we're creating to just make the illusion of a more pouty lip. Okay, good. Okay. See, she already looks like she has a deeper lip. It's just putting shadows where there weren't any. All right, looking good. Okay. What are we missing? I know I'm missing something. I'm not ready for the lash yet.
Did you finish my nose?
It looks good. Oh, I didn't blend off the thing yet.
Okay.
I'm thinking, what am I missing? I know. Blush. I'm missing blush. I knew it. I'm over here talking to myself. What am I missing? So we're going to use this NARS right here. And this is the all famous cult classic, the Orgasm right there. I got it in my birthday for free. So yeah, I didn't have to ever buy it. Sephora gives you good stuff for your birthday. Now, I like my big fluffy brush. Really? Oh, here it is. I like this big fluffy brush. This is not like a name brand. It's a Firma. I got it on Amazon, but I enjoy this brush because it's so it's the right texture. It's just fluffy enough to where I can just put a little bit of blush without having too much on there. So I like to dab it in there, and I always tap the excess off on the hand, always, because look how much is on there. I don't want all of that on her face. We just want a nice little touch of it. So we're gonna pop a little bit of the blush right here from the back of the cheekbone, pulling it forward. Now, some people really like the apples of the cheeks, but when you have someone such as my sister who has these really high cheekbones, it's prettier if you emphasize the high cheekbone instead of the apple of the cheek. That is my opinion, and it is my opinion alone. And I'm barely tapping it, you guys, just really lightly, because we don't need a whole ton of color. Just something to kind of give it a little kissed look. Perfect. It looks really good. And I also like to bring a little bit of the blush just to kind of have a cohesive look, a little bit right up here. Not a lot, just a little bit. If I have scissors, they're gonna go. That's it. They're going. I'm so over those little baby hairs. They won't let me work. Just let me live. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to brush away this powder in little circular motions. That was long enough to just sit there. I didn't put a lot, you guys, because we don't want to dry out her face. We still want a nice glow. But look, we're just brushing it out in circular motions, and look, so it's not so white, it just gave a nice little soft look. And whatever excess is on there, just kind of bring it over here to set the chin area and this area. And I'm not repowdering this because we don't want to emphasize any dryness or anything. We want it to stay glowy and glossy. So we just use the excess from here and just bring it over here. Let me know what you guys are thinking so far. We're almost done. Drink break. Have to, man, for my sanity. All right. Let's see here. We're gonna go back to the eye here for a second. We're gonna get the Stila one more time. We're gonna pop a little bit in the waterline, but we're not gonna bring it all the way in. I still can't believe she isn't wearing any foundation. See, that's a good job, right? So that means your makeup artist is doing a good job, and your client has great skin. You know, I mean, it's just a win-win.
Is that your mama?
Is Angie? This is my sister, Angie. This is my sister, Carole. I just love her so much. Yes, I'm the youngest of 5. Lorraine. Oh, hi, Lorraine. I didn't even know you were here, girl. I'm so glad you made it. Some people might have been talking, and like I can't see in the back of my head. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I can't count on her to read it because she's just not going to. She's like, forget it. Why am I here?
I'm trying.
She's the sweetest. But everybody give her a round of applause because I kind of just hit her up out of nowhere. Like, hey, I'd like you to be on my channel, And she agreed. Aw, sister. She's very pretty. She is. Isn't she gorgeous? She could be a model. She has a really cute face. And she's so cute. I have to stop saying it. This thing is going to crap out on me. Don't do it while I'm live. No, it's okay. It's already okay. I'm just being dramatic. I joke with you not. Every time I'm live, something breaks apart.
I believe it.
And it's something like the light goes out, everything falls. What is going on? The cats come in, knock everything down. Okay, so do me a favor and look up. Let's see, not your head, just your eyes.
Okay.
Okay, just the eyes. There you go. She's so tall, you guys. I still have to tippy toe. And I'm standing up, for goodness sake. Let's see. There we go. All right. So I don't want to bring that all the way into the inner corner. We just want to keep the drama on the out. So you see how that kind of just deepened it up a little bit? That's what we want. We want to deepen it up. Now comes the scary part. I need to line her upper waterline. I know. Ooh, here's the scary part. This is fun for everybody. So you stay looking down, and I'm going to lift your lid.
Okay.
Okay, so don't freak out on me. And the reason we do this torture to people is because you don't want to see the white in the waterline when you throw that lash on. Are you okay? You want to take a second and breathe?
It's okay.
I'll give you a second. You know, I'm nice.
I know.
Okay. Nick is probably like, you're letting her do this to you. Hey, you didn't do bad. You did it right. You passed.
Thank you.
Okay. So we're all good. We give pep talks in this area, okay? We pep talk it.
With the eyelid.
We're not mean people. Okay. What do you think so far? Take a look at yourself. You like it so far? Okay. Are we shiny enough? Did I give you enough glitter? Okay. Wanted to give you enough glitter.
I know. I love the glitter.
She's a glitter girl. Christmas, you guys. Tons of glitter. I'm going to send it to her. Whatever I can find. Don't let me lose my ring. I'm going to drop everything. Okay. All right, you guys. Now it's time for a nice lash. But first, we want to put a little more highlight. Yes, you heard me right. A little more highlight. Just to really glow up those eyes on the inner corner. My Jaclyn Hill. Everybody breaks, you see? The cat's knocked it down. I'm going to use this Jaclyn Hill right here. Trying not to show you everybody right there. So I'm going to go for the one right here. It's called, I think it's called, guys, I don't know what it's called. Gleam? Does that say Gleam? Gleam, right?
Yeah.
Gleam or Gleam? Gleam. Yeah, we're going to gleam her up. So we're going to get this brush right here. It has a nice little rounded tip and is very soft. Some of these brushes, they lie. They look like they're soft and they're not. They'll stab your eye out. We don't want to do that to my sister. We're just going to pop it in there. Put this over here for a second. And just right in the inner corner. Bam. Put a little more right here. And you want to just lighten up the brow bone right there. Okay, let's see. Turn your head that way a little bit. There we go. So we highlighted that right there. Now look at me. I'm going to put a little bit of highlight right here. Okay. I'm going to leave with a glove. A glove of makeup. Okay. Just breathe, Kara. You're all right. There we go. Just to lighten up the center of the face. And Carole, she is a good model, isn't she? That's what I told her. I told her the same thing. You're such a good model, Kara. And Carole's awesome. She should just move in with us. Sorry, Nick, you can't have her back. She's like, whatever, get me out of here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do her lips and the lash will be last. Because a lash, you guys, is a whole ordeal, okay? When you put lash on someone else, it's a process to just try to make sure you get it placed on there and not in their eyeball, right? You don't want to do that. So what which color do I want to use on your lip today? You know what we'll do? We're going to do good old Charlotte Tilbury. Yep, we're going to use this pretty little lady. This is Miss Pillow Talk. The Pillow Talk Charlotte Tilbury. Can you guys see that? Why do I bother showing you? You can't see it. I try, but the camera don't want to work. But this is a gorgeous, like the perfect pinky nude. So what we're going to do here, you know what? I don't want to mess up her makeup. So I'm going to put this, my little pad here. We're going to underline right underneath the lip line, okay? And you don't want to go nuts. Like, we're not drawing the lip down here, okay? Just right underneath it. Then when you start coming up to the corner, you go right ahead and just meet it on the lip. Don't underline it anymore. Meet it to the lip. Now what I like to do is I like to bring the color up and kind of feather it in a bit. And this does two things. This gives you some structure to the lip, and it also helps whatever gloss or lipstick you put on last a little bit longer.
Nick says, which highlighter is this?
Highlighter?
It's not.
Oh, you mean the lip liner? Is that? He's cute. Nick is funny. We miss you, Nick. We haven't seen you in years and years. Happy early birthday. All right. And we're going to do the top. The silence, it kills me. Don't know what to do with the quietness. Turn towards me a little bit more. See? So you see how almost immediately her lips look that much more fuller and like plump? They look more plump right now. And also what helps is that that lip mask that we put on ahead of time, it keeps like the moisture in. So this way it's not dragging when you're trying to do a nice lip liner. So I just want to color it in a little bit more right here. Is my big head in the camera?
No.
Okay. We're hungry again. We're both like starving over here. I'm sweating up a storm. Thank goodness I wore a tank top. Okay. And yeah, it takes a long time to line someone's lips, just so you know. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use a nice nude tone right here. And this is by Makeup Forever. And we're going to pop that right in the center. And then there's more. Hold on, you guys. There's more. Just bear with me. And we're just going to get a little bit on here. This is such a nice doe foot because it kind of like swoops in. It's really neat. And we want to focus this, open just a little bit. There you go. We want to focus this right kind of under what we just did to get a little bit of shape in there. And if you notice that Pillow Talk is just slightly deeper than her normal natural lip, which those are the perfect kind of lip liners because you can do an overline without it looking like a nut job, you know what I'm saying? You still look good. You don't look like a crazy person. Just slightly go. What do you think so far? Look how
Beautiful.
gorgeous those look. Oh my God. Kylie Jenner, get the hell out of here. Okay, please, really. Man, just, can you not? Can you just not? Oh my God. And wait, we got another step. Hold on. Look at this bad boy. We're going to use this really inexpensive NYX. I haven't even got to use it. That's what I do. I buy stuff to use on my sister. That's what I do. But this is nice glitter gloss, and this is from that Sephora sale. It was like $4, you guys, you know, so it's really super cheap. They're like normally $7, I think, and I got it for like $4.
Super pretty.
This guy is, what's it called? It's called That's Fire. I swear my eyes are failing me, but it's called That's Fire right there. And there was 3 of them by NYX that were like this super high shine, and I got this one. So good, because it matches her skin tone perfectly. I should just give it to her, right? I'm not going to.
I know.
Now we're gonna pop this shimmer right in the center. Oh, Maya's like, you're so pretty. You already got your Christmas gift, relax. Here it goes, right in the center. And it gives such that pretty, wet, glossy, expensive. She's expensive right now, look at her. Fancy, expensive lady. Let's put a little more. Let's just zhuzh it up a little more. We want that Cupid's bow to, you know, really pout out. Now, does it feel too heavy?
No.
No, good. So that's why I like these products, because these products don't feel super heavy on your lip. It's like not weighing you down like a weight, you know? There's some lip products that are like that, and it's like you feel like it's going to smear it immediately. Now, what I'm going to do with my finger is just kind of like tap out on the side there. And just kind of keep that shimmer right in the center. Now, the extra little step we're going to take, one more step, is we're going to get a tiny bit of highlighter. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. And we're going to pop it right on the Cupid's bow. Where did I put you? Oh, I don't want to use you. I want to use the other one. There you are. And I'm going to use, let's see, let's get a fluffier brush. That's too fluffy. No, that one felt weird on your lips. Oh, come on, man. Don't I have a fluffier brush right here? Maybe not. Let's just use my finger, okay? So I'm just going to dab my finger into this one right here. And let's put a little dab right there. See how that just gave it that extra little brightness right there? And then we're going to use the other finger and pop right there. That's it. Just an extra little shine there. Gosh, it looks good. You look good. You can't like eat now. You can't eat nothing and you can't talk. You just can't do nothing. And that's the thing, you know, the models, they can't do nothing. They have to just sit there and look cute.
Sit here.
Okay, what are we missing? Your lash. Damn lash. I'm just like, I don't wanna do it. I'm afraid to put too much glue on her eye because she has a sensitivity. So like that's all in my head. Like, don't give her hives. Here you are. And so I used these new lashes on her because I didn't want to use anything that I had already used before. And they're called lava lashes. So it looks pretty good on her, you know? I mean, her eyes can hold it. She can carry it. So we're going to go ahead and pop this one on the other eye. But we won't leave it on you too long. Now, mind you, I haven't cut this one, so it might be a little longer than it should be.
Okay.
Damn it. I should have cut it. What the hell was I thinking? You look cute. And I'm using this little tiny baby glue, you guys. It's just tiny baby. It doesn't even want to open. It's just a baby little sample, whatever. Jeez. These are by Allure. This little glue right here. It's a different than the lash. It's not the same. Lord almighty, can't even get it out. There we go. So when you get your lash, you guys, I'm not sure if y'all know this. Bend your lash like this. Make like a U up and down just to kind of break in that band. This way it's not so tough and hard and you can actually shape it to your eye. Because if not, sometimes you'll have some problems and they'll just stick straight out, you know, or they'll pop off real quick. You can do that. You should do that with every lash that you get. Just kind of bend it just up and down like that. That's all you got to do. Give it a little massage, you know, be nice to it. Then you get your glue. And I'm only putting the lightest amount of glue because like I said, I really don't want to irritate her eyes. And that would be no bueno. No bueno. She'll be eating her food with one eye open. You know, that's not fun for nobody. So we put the smallest little amount. And I'm almost putting it like spaced, so it's like just tacking it on there. Okay. And then we're going to tell you this, okay? Don't blow on it because you're putting all of your bacteria onto your eyeball. I'm just saying, okay? Just don't do it. Don't do it. If you want to do it, okay? Just whatever. But don't do it. Where did I put the box? I would lose my head if it wasn't on my neck, you know? I really would. So you just kind of like play with it, seesaw, you know, and then let it just dry on its own. It'll take a second. You can go like this. It takes a second. I like to use my lash grippers, okay? If you have these, they're really good because it helps you to not have to fight with it as much. They're tweezers just for the lashes. This year, oh, yeah, so Angie, all of my siblings are older than me. So she is the second sister. So I'm the baby out of 5. So there's 5 of us. I got 2 sisters, 2 brothers, and then there's me. Yeah. So I have an older sister, and then she's the sister under her. But yeah, we're all a few years apart.
I'm in the middle.
She's in the middle. But since I don't get to see her often, like we go years and we don't get to see each other, I had to attack her face. I had to. I'm like, let me do something to you.
It's my pleasure.
My oldest sister, I did her face too, and she's like, oh, you can come back and do my face anytime you want. So sweet. But she's in Arizona, so that's not going to happen. Okay. Your hair ended up falling really nice. Look at it. Look how nice it fell. We started out like a poodle, right? And it ended up so nice. We've got very different hair too, you guys. I have like the most horse hair that you could imagine. She's got this baby soft, cute hair. She's... Now to get this guy on there without falling. Here comes the drum roll, please. Everybody drum roll out there, okay? So what you want to have people do is kind of look right at this area. This way you can see the top of their lid, but don't have them close their eye because the glue will get stuck to the bottom. We don't want that. And you want to try to stick, first of all, I don't like how it's holding it. You want to try to stick the center part down before the other part. How's that feel? Hey, hey, sexy lady. Look in the camera. There we are. Beautiful lady here. These are some super bam in your face lashes, you guys, okay? How do we like it? Does it look all right? Does it feel like it's gonna fall?
No, feels good.
Feels good, okay. So what you wanna do now is you wanna try to blend that lash in just a little bit with some mascara. Did I bring the other mascara? There you are. I'm gonna use this Mile High mascara right here. Tina, thank you, Tina. She says you're absolutely gorgeous. These are like a lot of my OGs that are on here right now. And to all of my new subscribers out there, hello, I hope you guys are having a great day. And what I want to do, so when you're working on someone else, you want to kind of hold their lid for them a little bit. This way they're not smacking their lash into the eyeshadow, okay? So you just kind of hold it right here and then just have them look up a little bit. And then you just want to carefully push the natural lash into the fake lash. Am I hurting you?
No.
Okay. And always ask them nicely, am I hurting you? Okay, you know, you want to know. Be ripping someone's skin off, you know, and they won't tell you. We were talking about hairdressers earlier. Geez, some of them should just get another profession. They'll rip your hair out, not even care. How's it feel?
Good.
Okay. Now, with my sister, her bottom lashes are almost non-existent. I can barely see them. So what I'm gonna do is there's a tool for that, you guys, okay? So I'm gonna show you my little tool, of course. Oh, here it is. It's like a little fan brush, okay? So if you have one of these, they're super inexpensive. There's a lot of makeup artists that use a really wide one. I just have a little small one. Thank you, Nelly. She says you look pretty. Bye, mamas. Okay, I'll see you in a minute because you're not going far. You're going to the living room. So I'll see you in a minute. But what you do is you get this little fan brush, brush your mascara, okay? So just take some of the mascara off and you want to just find those little baby lashes. Who cares? You want to find these little baby lashes. Look up for me. And just kind of put your hand here so this way you don't smear it. And just go across, okay? Go across until you can find somebody. See, there's a couple. And you don't want to like hit her skin. If we find a couple, we're good. There's some more. And you see how I'm just doing this slightly? Because if you rush through it, you guys, you're going to mess up the entire look you just did. So there's some. Let's see if we can find some over here. So what I do is I sort of rest the brush on my hand and just kind of go back and forth. And you see how it's already darkened up? Look this way, Karen. See how it's already darkened up? And we can find some of them in there. And it gives you that extra power. You need it. You got to do it. You can't miss it. Okay, you got to do it. So we're almost done with her. And all of this, you guys, with no foundation. She looks beautiful. There we go. I think you look awesome. That's the finished look. Let me know what you guys think. This is just a nice kind of soft glam, you know, Christmassy. No foundation. Don't have to cake on a whole bunch of stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If y'all have any, you're welcome. If y'all have any questions, I'm glad you like it. If y'all have any questions, pop them in here right now. Once again, for everybody who's late, this is my big sister, Carole. I'm Kat, just letting you know.
Hello.
Lorraine says, thank you, Lorraine. Another OG, Lorraine.
Oh, thank you.
They've been following me for months and months and months. So I'm so happy I had this opportunity to be able to do her face. It's a memory for me. I have it on YouTube. And I hope I look like this. Oh, yes. It's not that hard, you guys. It's just, you enjoyed it. Thanks, Tina. Appreciate you. Thank you, Nelly. It's just kind of blending, you know, like you guys can't really tell from regular YouTube videos because everything is chopped in half. So you don't really see the whole process. So it's not like this is something that's new. Like it doesn't take this, you know, people think it takes just a very short amount of time, but when you really blend and blend and blend, it does take a long time. But we can work all of it without having foundation. So we have the nice bronzer here, nice blush here, and it's got a good glow. So I hope you guys like the glow, because I like the glow. So,
I like it too.
You like the glow?
Yep.
We like to glow. No one wants to look dead, right?
Right.
We want to look glowy.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it doesn't look like greasy. It looks pretty glowy. Like J-Lo, who? What? Get out of here. Look at this. No. Oh my God. We got to sign you up for some people. All right,
Thank
you guys.
you for watching.
I love you guys. I'll see y'all later. I don't see anyone asking any questions, so I'm going to let you guys go. Now go
Now go
eat.
eat.
That's what we're going to do because our stomachs are talking to each other. But y'all have a great one. If I don't talk to y'all again till next week, I hope you have a great weekend. And I love you guys. Thanks for sharing.
Bye.
Bye.